一年一度的国际典藏委员会年会，今年是首度移师台湾举办年会，并要从4大主题中探讨有形与无形遗产的维护伦理规范，以及如何透过活遗产的记录与典藏，并探索文化族群的情感与关怀，探讨文化中的生命史、种族主义以及去殖民化等问题。而来自加拿大与美国的原民学者也分享从事原住民族文物典藏与管理的经验。
In Indiana in the U.S. is building policies of care and stewardship that take care of indigenous belongings and ancestors and objects in the way that we would do them back home with our tribal community. Just because they're not home with people that are related to them and with our tribe doesn't mean that they shouldn't be taken care of the same way that they were taken care of in another place. Like the museum has a responsibility to the communities and a responsibility to the objects.
At some point as indigenous people, how we want our quote-unquote legacy, and do we need that kind of Western legacy for our items when historically maybe because we were so in tune with the land and the earth, if that's the way we need to go back to, is being in relationship with the land and place and having our items return back to where they came from.
好比今年在台湾兴起的文物返还行动，就是透过博物馆与部落接触，进而思考文物的保存与归属，让部落与博物馆做出决定，达到共识。而30多年来致力于向世界各地的博物馆要求归还超过500具海达祖先遗骸和所有物的 Lucy Bell 也呼吁，全球的政府应该要正视文物返还的趋势，不该惧怕。
I think repatriation is happening more often, and government and museums need to be more prepared for that. There needs to be money for that. There needs to be stronger relationships with indigenous communities. And there needs to be funding and support for communities that want to build cultural centers or museums or some sort of storage and have their own interpretation or putting their ancestors back to the earth.
From my tribes is that we are just as connected to our past as we are present and our future, right? And so I am just as connected to my ancestors today as I am to my future generations that haven't been born yet. And that, I think, way of knowing and being and holding space is really powerful because I'll always be indigenous.
在解殖民的浪潮下，博物馆的功能也不断地被重新定义。国际典藏委员会也强调，博物馆与馆藏的文物间应该加强连结、理解以及保存，不应只是死气沉沉的储藏室。期盼透过不断的省思，能共同为未来的典藏实践找到一个新的平衡点。原视新闻台北市采访报道。